think, as a couple of staff members said at our last staff meeting, you get paid to do the things you love doing, and I think that that's really important to think of the last 25 years in that respect. For
I remember early on there were a meeting at the Aboriginal Advancement League where they were talking about establishing a coalition of organisations, and I thought back then that was really a strong political move, and I thought it was great about the strength that such a committee would have, or such a network would have, in bringing together like organisations from across the state to establish that coalition of organisations. I remember that meeting was at the Aboriginal Advancement League.
Well, in those early years, what you really needed was people around you where you could support, because it was a breaking ground in those days to do what VACSAL had done, or the Welfare Committee, and then VACSAL itself, in and around addressing those issues with the government and that. And people like the Larry Canoas and the John Gorries, and there were four of us: John Gorry, Larry Canoa, Phil Cooper, and Alf Bambler, of course. And if you didn't have people around you with that support, well then it would have been a lot harder off to get things done, and I don't think we would have come to where we are nowadays. But there are also too many other people that also were in support of us, but there's too many at this time to mention. I'd be here all night mentioning those other people.
Look, I must pay tribute to the Aboriginal organisations across the state. Certainly, there's the key ones within the state, and all of the organisations across the state, and their involvement with us over the journey has been absolutely incredible, and it's been really good. Sending people to our state forums and so on.
I think that VACSAL has given birth to many wonderful programs. I remember that Alf was part of the Royal Commission into Aboriginal Deaths in Custody, and they had a summit in Canberra, and from that was given birth to the development of the Aboriginal Justice Agreement. I remember Alf and Amelia Bitzes did the consultation in relation and went around to all the communities in Victoria and talked to them about what they'd like to see in an Aboriginal Justice Agreement. So
88 was a magnificent watershed moment, I think, in Aboriginal affairs in the nation. And we had an Aboriginal Rights Solidarity group, we had a trade union support group, we had a whole heap of people who came and were involved in supporting us, and non-Aboriginal people, Aboriginal people, and so on. And we had a great presence from Victoria at the Shut the Gate in 88 rally in Sydney. And the message clearly was, regardless of the history of this country, prior to that, we've survived. And Aboriginal people from all over the nation. And we had a key role in organising and working with and ensuring we had a great representation from Victoria for that. And to my mind, watershed moments in Australia.